Oklahoma where the winds come, sweeping down the plain, twisters blow away your kingdom. Noise from the Sooner State, feel it in your eardrum. Way past the beginning and we are nowhere near done. My goodness, I'm nice with it. You can snap back, hold your hat, this how I'm fitted. Getting fueled up off your hate as if I need it. Why your takes on eating lighter, people say I did it. You didn't know? When I hit the road, dog cities hear me spitting flows. Meanwhile, on tracks, I'm really not your typical spiritual, lyrical miracle, you imbecile. Going harder than a tombstone. Here lies in a method that never saw its doom, though. Joints instrumentally fired by IQ, yo. Rocking like a Lucifer track, but what do you know?
Forward and I can't go back.
Welcome all. This is the Outsiders Green Country Soccer Podcast. My name is Mario. I'm with my good co-host David. David, how are you doing tonight?
Hey, buddy, how you doing? Our World Cup slumber is over. I think we were, we took a little bit of time off. World Cup happened. Everybody had the fever. I think you're an honorary member of the Scotland national team now, I guess, since you're wearing that Red Sox jersey. Yeah. Josh is somewhere doing the row with his boys.
Josh is too busy hanging out with I forget his first name, Malone, whatever his name is. Living that young life, I guess, but
I guess so. Who knows? How did you enjoy the World Cup? I know the United States kind of did a dip, losing to Belgium like that, getting let's just say it, they got obliterated by Belgium, after Balogun got that red card, then they got wiped away. I think they should have just let sleeping dogs lie and let him keep the red card. Yeah, I think it turned out to be more of a distraction. How do you feel what the U.S. did?
You're taking my rant away, sir. But no, I really enjoyed the World Cup. A lot of people probably already know. Me and Angela got to go to Dallas to go watch the Netherlands against Japan, and that game was amazing. Both fan bases were there in full. Seeing the camaraderie between everybody. It's weird. I was expecting a little, just maybe one incident or something like that, but no, it was good fun. And then watching both fan bases do good, watching other matches, nobody getting crazy. There wasn't really any big problems until we get to the United States, but that's a different story for at the end of the show that I want to talk about. Three things that I think could have done a lot different if the outcome was changed. But and I'll give you a couple hints. One's named Luna, one's named Berhalter, and the other one is old buddy Donald Trump. But no, but seriously, the World Cup was great for me. I think the team that deserved it won it. Most, I want to say, kind of complete team. Won it, fought hard. There didn't have any big situations, no big, FIFA has to investigate them for corruption or whatnot. And that's my input of it. How about you?
You're crying about FIFA corruption. Jesus. Let me guess, you hate Argentina because everybody seemed to jump in on the Argentina hate bandwagon. Messi missed two PKs. Still, they get to the finals.
I am a Messi fan. I love Messi. Messi's a great player. But one player does not complete us all. But yeah, it's. I just wanted a different team. I know Spain won the European Championship, but I wanted to see, somebody different. I didn't want the team that was supposed to win it.
My observation is game of the whole World Cup was France England for the third place championship. That was an awesome game. Observation 2 is why the hate for Ronaldo. Just hear me out. Hear me out. The dude is in his getting close to 40 if he's not already there. What was honestly the realistic expectations for a Ronaldo-led Portugal? I mean, look at it. He's playing in Saudi Arabia. He's not playing in Bundesliga or La Liga or the Premier League anymore. He's one step away from coming over to the MLS. So realistically, all this hate was like Ronaldo underperformed or Ronaldo probably should have been pulled out of the starting lineup. He shouldn't have been starting. There was some really, really bad tactical stuff done by the Portugal manager. So I'm just going to say that don't blame Ronaldo. The man's a legend. He's probably one of the top 5 greatest soccer players ever. But what were your if you realistically said, what's Ronaldo going to do in this World Cup? You'd probably be like,
Now, the script writers messed up. It should have been a Ronaldo Messi matchup in the not finals, but in the playoffs. That match, I think it would have been watched worldwide. I think aliens from Pluto would have probably watched the match because that would have been an epic match. Yes, both of them are a little bit of a downgrade from what they are doing in the past, but I think that would have been the most watched match. I think it would have.
You see how Messi is held up. Messi can be a distributor. Ronaldo is not a distributor. That's how Messi's held up as well as he has. So yes, he can score goals. Yes, he can do some magic. Yes, Argentina basically played 10 on versus 11 the whole game because Messi walks around a lot. But hey, they don't pay Messi to play defense. They pay him for the Messi magic, the wonder goals, and all the stuff he does offensively. So, I mean, Ronaldo has basically pigeonholed himself into a striker, and let's just be honest, this good a competition, striker is going to have really, really hard time scoring. We've seen Mbappe do really good. We've seen Haaland do really good. Messi do good. But unless you have good distribution and whatnot, which Portugal, due to some coaching philosophies, did not have a great game plan. So, I mean,
I wanted to ask you a question. I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, go.
What did Messi do in the championship match? Well, what did he like? He was a lot of people. I hear pundits say this. Oh man, they was man mark. Oh yeah, he was out of position. Messi's Messi. I mean, you could put him anywhere in the field other than goaltending, and I think he would have some good balls. I did not see Spain man mark him. Like he had freedom. I'm not sure what was going on, but he was put on, I think, the right side of the field, and he wasn't his. Yeah, in the ending when he had the ball, yeah, he was making some contribution. But all game long, I just kept seeing, like, I was hoping to see something.
See, that's you just said the magic word when he had the ball. First half of that game, he really didn't have the ball. I was driving back from Edmond, had the game on Sirius XM, and my wife was listening to it. There's 2 names you did not hear in that first half for Argentina. Lionel Messi and Alexis McAllister. They took out their main midfielder and they took out their main attacking player. That's what they did. Spain came in very tactically, very deliberate in their actions and their defensive play. And let's just say that your Chelsea bro, Enzo Fernandez, Jesus, he looked like that guy. He looked like the buffalo kicking that guy up in the air. Jesus, that guy did a good 720. It was the Russian judge gave him a 10 for that execution. You know.
Man, I gotta tell you one thing. That was like the best dramatic like flop that guy ever done in his life, man. He barely
He
got
ran through him. He ran through him, took him out.
barely
Yeah,
touched
yeah,
that guy. And
yeah.
poor for
Chelsea love here. Yeah.
but you know what's so
To,
even
to
worse?
quote Enzo Fernandez to get a yellow card.
But listen, what was the worst part of it all? We're seeing ex now Chelsea player. Uh, I can't even say his name. Starts with a C.
Cucurella.
Cucurella play the best wing play I've ever seen him play, even for Chelsea. That man was running up and down the flanks, and he was being great. I mean, every single time he had the ball, he was dangerous. Um, and I was expecting him to score the game-winning goal all game long. And I would have been like, no, we got rid of him. Chelsea got rid of him. Why? Should have got rid of Enzo.
Yeah, don't worry. I think that's going to happen pretty soon. So,
yeah.
Anyways, you just brought up Chelsea Premier League talk. We'll touch on that because it's the off season. Everybody's spending. Chelsea spending that money. Fun fact. Since Todd Bowley has taken over ownership, Blueco has taken over ownership Chelsea. How much money did they spend on players?
A lot.
It's close to $2 billion. They're up to $2 billion. Jesus, man.
Trying to be like Manchester United.
Manchester United at the same time spent about $1 billion. So I mean, hey, I will say this: Chelsea, they buy a lot of players. They inevitably have to sell a lot of players, so they recoup some of the funds. But you know that whole Todd Bowley signing players just to see what sticks. You know, Morgan Rogers is going to be a good signing for you guys. So congratulations on that one. You guys got you a nice little player there in Morgan Rogers. Sadly, I guess Garnacho is going to Aston Villa. So I mean, I know you're going to be sad about that one because he's going to score like 40 goals next year for Aston Villa. So
no, not sad.
And you guys sold Manchester United player. I mean that we got Andrew Santos from Chelsea. So thank you. Hopefully it works out a little bit better than Mason Mount. But you know, we did give you Garnacho, so you know. How are you feeling about Chelsea going into this Premier League season?
Oh man, I just hope we have a better season than last. This is too many missed opportunities. I felt like this season, and I just hope we start cashing in on some good players.
Well, we'll see how that Rogers signing, and I think you guys signed like 5 or 6 others along with Morgan Rogers. So yeah. All right, let's get down to some nitty gritty. Let's get into that USL Championship, that lovely USL Championship. We're officially with. I think FC Tulsa is one of the last teams to get to the midway point because I think we're sitting at 14 games. So officially, you can say we are in the second half of the season. Officially, every team's in the second half of the season. What is your biggest, like, didn't expect that moment of the first half of the USL Championship season?
There's a lot of teams that have surprised me. Tampa's came back to resurgence. And Pittsburgh's still looking the same. There's so many teams. I got to put up the Western standings real quick. It's just another team that we're going to be playing this weekend. I was expecting them to do a lot better than they have, and they really haven't.
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it.
I won't talk too much about it, but
right now.
Yeah.
I think that Orange County 2 losses on the year for Orange County. I think that's a big surprise. I mean, they're a young team, lots of good talent, young talent, but they still most of like Bruno or Pedro Guillermis, however you say his last name, just left to go over to Germany. Tyson Espy is rumored to be close to signing a contract for over in Germany. Great young talent for Orange County, but that's what they have done over the last few years. They sign a lot of young kids, and then they lean heavily on those young kids to try and develop them, and then they ship them out.
It's working for them. It's working for them.
Working for them. They got to host the U.S. men's national team on there as the host city, so it's working for them.
Yeah. I'm hoping, like we did last season for FC Tulsa, for us to do our little jump. But before we get to FC Tulsa, let's talk about last week's schedule. The results.
There were some games, and then there were some winners, and there were some losers. And are you looking at that Louisville game? You're looking at that Louisville game. I know what you're looking at.
Yes, I
am. Congratulations to Pittsburgh for defeating Louisville City FC 3-1. 2 former FC Tulsa players on the team of the week for Pittsburgh Riverhounds.
Yeah. Talk about a surprise of the year.
Elliot Goldthorpe, but I think the other thing is Trevor Ammon scored a hat trick in less than 4 minutes.
All right, score goals. That's a surprise.
Wow, it's a surprise. I mean, it conjured up memories of Chris Tierpak to me. Saw that game live in the stadium, and I wanted to I don't know, do my hat off or something that day. But if I'm a coach after 2 goals, I'm like, you're not letting that guy touch the ball again for at least 10 minutes. Do not let him touch the ball.
Yeah.
And so.
Also about that match, the highest viewing, I guess the second highest viewed match in USL history. They had like 453,000 viewers watching that match. So,
but you seen Pittsburgh pull that off, beating Louisville FC, but then they lose the game before that to Jacksonville.
Yeah,
that just shows you something. Jacksonville's first ever win in the USL Championship, and then Pittsburgh gets pissed off and beats up Louisville that bad. So I mean, you got Loudon, who's having a rough year drawing with Tampa Bay. That's a big decision. Yeah. The two new teams, Sporting Jacksonville and Brooklyn, tied up 2-2. Could be, a good 2 very solid teams in Charleston Battery and Sacramento, even though Sacramento's kind of underperforming right now. Drew 1-1. The El Camino Derby, or whatever it is called, Rhode Island beats Hartford 1-0. Vegas defeats San Antonio in San Antonio. I think that's the first ever win in San Antonio. Vegas beats them 2-1, and Phoenix beats Monterey Bay 3-2. So, good slate of games there. We didn't talk about that one that says full time at One Oak Field yet. We'll talk about that one here in a little bit. So, your thoughts on those games?
Well, there's a lot of good matches. A lot of great scores for FC Tulsa. I'm glad that Sacramento didn't get any more points than what they did. Mm-hmm. I'm glad that San Antonio didn't get more points than what they did. I think we would have done that prediction for that match. We would have flipped the score on that one. Unfortunately, Monterey is going to Monterey it, so Phoenix is going to beat them. But that was a close match. 3-2 is not that bad.
I will say this about Monterey Bay. Monterey Bay FC. They're trying. They've already hacked their coach off. Stewart. They kick Stewart out. They bring in that guy from Feyenoord, who's an amazing winger. They bring in Leggett, from the MLS pile. And now they bring in Fidel Barajas, who, if you don't remember him, he used to play for Charleston Battery. He's a Mexican national. They sold him. He was playing down there, I think, in Liga MX, the second league, one of the reserve clubs in Liga MX. He was a second team all league, new or young player of the year in the USL Championship. He's going to be a difference maker for them. I think he was like in his 1 year that he played in the USL Championship. I think he was the second or third in assists in the league. Charleston Battery. He is a top talent, young talent, and I will say this: they're trying. I mean, they're trying. So I mean, we say Monterey Bay is going Monterey Bay, but they're trying. That's all I can say about Monterey Bay. So, well, that was all the scores from Saturday. We had some games this week. I think Colorado Springs beat Miami. So right now that puts the conference standings. Orange County's in first in the West. We're just going to run down the West real quick. Orange County's played 16 games. They're first in the West. San Antonio's second, 16 games. Their second place, 25 points. New Mexico's, who's played 14 games, is third, 24 points. Colorado Springs, who played Wednesday, has jumped ahead of us. So they're fourth on the table right now, 22 points. FC Tulsa is fifth at 22 points. Lexington, who we played this weekend, is sixth at 21 points. Oakland, seventh, 21 points. Sacramento, eighth, 20 points. Phoenix, ninth, 20 points. El Paso, 10th with 19 points. Las Vegas, 11th with 18 points. And Monterey Bay, 12th with 15 points. 5 points separates 12th and 8th position. It's all open, man.
Yep.
All open.
I mean, if we played 2 more matches, we would have 28 points and be tied with Orange County. So I mean, it is literally open. Anybody can go on a hot streak and be top 4, top 2.
I think that bodes well for us. I don't know how you feel, but I think that bodes well for FC Tulsa. Yeah, we're going to have a lot more games down the stretch, but if we can get hot, that means we're going to have a lot of games we're playing when we're hot.
Yep.
So, I mean, if we can get the ball rolling, and we had a good start this last weekend, and we get hot like we did last year where we had that long unbeaten streak, it could bode well for us again down the stretch. So,
I just can't. We're just 2 or 3 players from coming back from injury to be a positive. It could be a positive momentum for the team.
Mm-hmm.
The team's finding their chemistries with what they have, but just imagine, we saw Lukic on the bench, and he got to come in. Goalie's come back, and he's been positive in the middle. If we can get some other players come back, Rukar,
and I've seen Serato a lot this summer, and he looks like he's slimmed down. He looks like he should be close to rounding in shape. I've been taking my boy up there for some drop-in trainings, and he's been helping coach that some weeks. He looks like he's slimmed down. He looks, the last time I saw him, he didn't have his knee brace on, knee sleeve on. So I'm hoping he's getting close to coming back too. So
yeah,
Serato would be a big addition. Diallo would be great to get back too, and hopefully Remy will get back soon too. So all right. We're jumping the car. We're just blurring the lines right here. With FC Tulsa USL Championship. Team of the week this week. We had 2 players on the team of the week. Lamar Batista, who scored the game-winning goal, and Jamie Weber, who got the assist on that goal. So congratulations both to Lamar and Jamie for making team of the week for week 19-20. Well deserved. So congratulations, fellas. And I think the only real other noteworthy news, I'm using my air quotes because I think you know where I'm heading.
Yeah.
There's a team supposedly happening in the western side of the state. They have rebranded. They have renamed. They are now, let's see, OKC United, because
originally, no.
I guess Oklahoma City was divided. I guess there's And the soccer team is going to heal and unite all of Oklahoma City, all of them. So they're getting ready for that 2028 or possibly 2029 debut. So they still got a couple of years while their stadium is being built. Drop some new colors. They're pink and like a light pink and midnight blue and ivory cloud is supposed to represent the Oklahoma sky. So I guess the Oklahoma sunset sky. Supposedly there is a bunch of Native American tie-ins with the logo design. Yeah, there's like 39 points. There's supposed to be the ray of sun rays. Each little point is supposed to represent the tribes that are in the state of Oklahoma. And there's a zigzag pattern that is supposed to be dedicated to Jim Thorpe, who was the second Fox Native American. Sorry. When you say Native Oklahoma, as a proud Cherokee member of the Cherokee Nation who's worked for that tribe for over 2 decades, when you say where is the Native American part of Oklahoma is the eastern side of Oklahoma, not the western side. All 5 civilized tribes are in the eastern side of the state. So I just like, okay. Yeah, there's some other tribes like the Sac-Fox kind of out that way. And I'm not trying to throw any shade at them. So
give them the shade. Give them the shade.
No, I'm not giving any shade because there's some really good people in the Sac-Fox tribe and all the little tribes out towards the western part of the state. But
I'm talking about Oklahoma City. That's
okay, Oklahoma City. If you say Native American in Oklahoma, you don't think of Oklahoma City. So for them to lean that hard into the Native American culture on there, yeah,
it's about money.
yeah. Kudos for them for doing that, though. Yeah.
Well, I gotta delete that 10 seconds.
I think they should have tied it into the Thunder. They should have been the OKC Lightning. You got Thunder and Lightning. They could have played all 3rd colors. And if we know anything about Oklahoma City, they're a bunch of bandwagon fans. So, yeah, they would probably jumped all over that. So, So, yeah.
All right. 2 cents in there. I gotta go. You are being too nice to this team. I mean,
I could try to bury them, but I'm happy they're coming back in a few years because I want a traveling away game.
I get it, but and Wolf, the guy that made their little logo, kudos for what his attempt is. Showed them that they do love, OKC. And that arrowhead, whatever they wanted to make out of the badge, it's ugly. And then one of their supporters made Oklahoma City Union as their supporters group name. The part that gets me laughing, and I really don't want to spend too much on this, they made a Founders Club. The Founders Club is 1910. I know you as a true native Tulsa, Oklahoman, knows that's the year that they took away the capital from Guthrie, Oklahoma. And it's just like, that's where you're going to pin your hat on, the year you take away the capital from Guthrie. All right, kudos to y'all for doing that. I mean, and then they pick all Inter Miami's colors, and they want to do Founders like they're like 32-52 from LA FC. Like, be original, man. Like, do something that it's Oklahoma City. I would give you guys kudos if you do the 2 flying lips when you're going into Oklahoma City and you put OKC on the top, and then you United in the bottom. Then that's
Should
original. That's original.
they should have called it the Supersonics. You know, that would have been
Yeah,
funny.
that
That
would
would
have
have been
been.
funny.
You would have got a lot of Seattle fans or enemies. I'm not sure.
But hey,
But
so it's a step in the direction of them coming back in 2028. So
we'll see.
we'll see. It's still a few seasons off.
Let's see if we can win another trophy before y'all come back, and then we could talk some.
Yeah.
But,
So all right. Let's scrap all that. Let's talk about this game that happened Saturday at One Oak Field. Let's go right into that FC Tulsa. We took on the Danny Rojas-less because I guess he's not traveling.
Yeah.
He didn't want to come to Tulsa. He was scared. He didn't want to come to Tulsa. The Danny Rojas-less El Paso Locomotive. So it was a 1-0 victory for FC Tulsa. We'll say that. Lamar Bautista got the winning goal off a set piece from Jamie Weber. And that was about it. No, that's about it. There's a total of 18 shots combined from both teams. 2 of those were on target, 1 from each team. FC Tulsa put their 1 in the back of the net, and we win. Total of 30 touches combined by both teams in the opposition box. El Paso held 60% of the possession. And, Lamar Bautista got his usual yellow card. And that was about it. I'm not going to lie. I watched, I was on the road supporting my daughter as she was dancing. But, it was a very, very typical FC Tulsa game. It was one of those, we're going to grind it out. We're going to play really, really tough defense. We're getting back to our tough defensive levels. And we're just going to grind it out. Yes, we were missing Remy Cabral. Yes, they were missing Rubio Rubin. Both teams' top scorers were out for this game. So could you say that both offenses were at a hindrance? Yeah. But both teams still had attacking pieces. FC Tulsa, welcome back to Stefan Lukic, back from injury. Logan Dorsey started up front, looked pretty good again. He's been a very nice spark plug. He's kind of more of a grinder than a flashy player out there, and he's been effective for us. They still had Amando Moreno out there. He's one of my favorite players in the whole league, Amando Moreno, because he just seems to stir the pot every time he can. So they still had their attacking capabilities, and so do we. But it just felt like this game was it just got mired in the mud. And both teams played hard and they were physical. So it was just a really, really good, typical FC Tulsa game. And, a 1-0 victory for FC Tulsa seemed correct. How did you feel about the whole flow of this game, Mario?
It was, at first, I felt like both teams were trying to fill each other out. Both teams were missing, El Paso was missing a good striker. I forget his name that was missing when it was an attacker.
Rubio Rubin.
Oh, yeah, Rubio Rubin. They were missing him, and, we were missing Remy and a couple other players. And both teams, like I said, were trying to fill each other out. Torres for the other team, played for FC Tulsa before, was a good influence for them to score. He had a lot of chances.
You mean he didn't get a red card in the first 15 minutes of this game for us?
Yeah, like I said, he's trying to make it a little spicy there. But it was a kind of a competitive match. I think we should have dominated a little bit more. I think we had some better strikers on the team. I think we could have blown out El Paso really easily and early as well. And we also had a lot of height on the team. So
yeah, they're not the tallest team in the league, are they?
No, they're not. They're not. I think we should have dominated that match a little bit better than what we did.
So, I'm hoping Harvey St. Clair's healthy for the next game. He took a pretty nasty knock there towards the end of the game. He had to be subbed off. So, hoping Harvey can come back. Yeah, it just, if you were looking for an offensive game, this wasn't the game for you.
Yeah.
If you wanted a hard fought defensive game, this was the game for you. So, one thing that worries me is FC Tulsa scores most of their goals off set pieces. Not a fan of that. I would like some more diversity. I'm about to actually watch. Maybe this is the goal. But I want to see us get some more diversity. And also, we're not drawing any penalties in the box. I think we've had one all year. So, we're not drawing any penalties. I mean, look at Corey Bennett for Colorado Springs. I think he's got 7 or 8 penalty kick goals already this year. So,
yeah. We don't have an out and out, attacker that can hold the ball up there or make a play or something like that. Like I said, man, once we get some of our key players back, I'd love to see Dom out there running the flanks and trying to run inside the goal, or see Lukic a little bit more. I was hoping to see a lot more from Markier, but he wasn't that great. Our other newer signing that came from Minnesota was
Logan Dorsey.
Yeah, Logan Dorsey. He was okay, but he wasn't, what we were expecting. Sometimes he was a little bit slow to the pace or to catch up, and hopefully with time he'll get better. But I don't. Like I said, we were missing a lot of attackers and a lot of key players that could have made a difference for this match. Yeah. We're gonna need them in the future.
Yeah. Well, yeah, 1-0 victory against El Paso this last Saturday. So, moving fast and furious, we're gonna have a lot of games in the second half of the season. Got one this Saturday night at 7:30 at One Oak Field. We're hosting at Lexington SC for the first time this year. It'll be our 3rd overall meeting. We've won the previous 2 meetings against Lexington. This is a different Lexington team though. They spent a lot of money last year. Well, they doubled down, spent a bunch more this season. So right now I think they are severely underperforming. I really do. The quality this team has in their lineup is not reflected in the standings. Starting goalkeeper for Lexington is Oliver Simley. He's a very, very good goalkeeper. Just running down some players on their team. Arturo Ordonez, starting center back, former defensive player of the year in the USL Championship. They got, I think, arguably, if not the best, he's the top 3 easily players in the league, Aaron Malloy. I've followed him since he played in Memphis and Charleston and now in Lexington. Dude is just legit. He's always top in completed passes, touches. He roams kind of box to box. He can play center midfielder, center defensive midfielder. He's not really an attacking midfielder, but he kind of roams that area. He can get forward if he needs to. But yeah, Aaron Malloy, definitely one of the best players in the league. We have to watch out for him. And then you get into a bunch of, and this is what I like to call Lexington SC, is FC Tulsa East. Yeah, we'll just go there. Marcus Epps, one of my favorite players in the leagues. If I could have Armando Moreno running one wing and Marcus Epps running the other wing, I would do it in a heartbeat. Just that would just be sheer electric. Marcus is getting up there a little bit. I hope this doesn't get back to him. He's getting a little older in the years, so he's losing a little bit of that dynamic ability, but he's still there in bunches. Thoroughly enjoyed when he played here in FC Tulsa. He's running the wing there in Lexington. Then you got a guy running the midfield with Aaron Malloy, Blaine Ferry, who looks like a totally different player since he has moved over to Lexington. This is the Blaine Ferry I hope played here in Tulsa. Yeah, Blaine was a good player in Tulsa. he's evolved and he's taken this next step in his career there in Lexington. It looks really, really good there in Lexington. Milo Yosef is back from his leg injury. He's playing again for uh
Lexington.
Lexington. Yeah. So I'm glad Milo's back. Milo was always one of those guys that frustrated me because he would do something really good, then do something really dumb afterwards. Like he just frustrated me because I wanted to like him, but then this is like, you want to choke him. Then up front, is one of the best strikers in the league, one of the best agitators in the league. He will frustrate our defense, not only by scoring goals, but just by the way he plays. Philip Goodrum. Oh, goodies coming back to One Oak Field. So, he hasn't put a lot of goals in the back or scored a lot of goals this year, but he's starting to round into form for Lexington. I expected a little bit more with Aaron Malloy delivering the ball to him. So, but I think this is a really good team for Lexington. I think their standings right now do not reflect the actual talent on the team. How do you feel about Lexington?
That's a team that I've been waiting for them to just start, winning more, scoring a lot of goals. Like the players that you just named off, that are ex FC Tulsa players, all of them should be having better chemistry than the team in the league. I mean, the potential should be high. Philip Goodrum, he's a beast up top. For good and bad reasons. Malloy, I mean, the whole entire team. When I've seen them play before in other matches, you would think that they would be outbeating teams, but I think down the road they'll make another run like they did last year, and unfortunately, not do that's great. But I think this is going to be a tough match for us. I know Coach knows what to expect and all that, but it's going to be a really physical match.
Here's what I expect. Lexington's going to dominate the ball. They're going to have possession. FC Tulsa fans go and accept it. It's going to happen. But we're going to counter them. 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 We're going to put a couple balls in the back of the net, and we're going to win this thing. So, be okay. Be okay that we don't have the ball. We don't have possession in this game. Because I'm going to quote Mario Soler, as he has always said, it's possession without purpose. So let them pass around the midfield. Let them pass around the back. As long as they're not entering into our box, into our 18, live with it. I fully expect FC Tulsa in our midfield to make hard challenges, our defense to clear it out, make them turn the ball over. I fully expect our team to show up and play just as tough as they did in the El Paso game.
I think it's going to be a physical match. I want to see Philip against Sissoko or Lamar. That would be an epic watch to see all match long. But I hope we counterattack them and catch them while they're not looking, and I'll score a couple goals. I know it's possible.
Yeah. Well, all right. So that's Lexington. Like I said, the games are coming hot and heavy. They're going to be coming like that. We have another game on Wednesday of next week where we travel to Pittsburgh. It's a rematch of the USL Championship from last year. Will be, let's see, July 29th at 6 p.m. because it's going to be on the East Coast. Take on Pittsburgh Riverhounds at Highmark Stadium. Should be another good game. It's a different Pittsburgh team. Just gonna throw that out there. Different Pittsburgh team. Eric Dick's not in goal for Pittsburgh anymore. Luke Biasi is not there for Pittsburgh anymore. Augustine Williams up in Hartford. Albert Dequal came back down from Rhode Island. Different team. totally different team. I expect I'm just going to go and say I expect FC Tulsa to go play hard defense and try to impose our will that way. That seems to be the way we're going to play this year.
Mhm.
So, all right. Some other new FC Tulsa news. The Sacramento game that was postponed due to weather has been rescheduled for Wednesday, August 5th at 7:30 p.m. It will be Greenwood night. There's going to be a shirt giveaway. So I believe all the tickets from the game that was postponed will be honored for this game. So I know it's a Wednesday night, but everybody get out to 1-0 for that game. Just another reminder, I like to pepper this in every night, all the time. Home game this Saturday, 7:30 p.m. at 1-0 Field. It is Christmas in July. There's going to be a T-shirt giveaway. Santa Claus will be there. And no, it just won't be Mario in a Santa Claus suit. They're going to have another. Mario might dress up as Santa Claus. I don't know. You might see Mario as Santa Claus. We don't know.
No.
I know it's going to be hot. I'm going to be hot. It's going to be hot. Josh might take his shirt off. We don't know.
Josh might
come on out to 1-0. Come on out to 1-0 and see. What else are you going to do? It's Saturday. Come on out to 1-0. All right. There we go. Other team news. We have said goodbye to goalkeeper Tristan Henry. He has been moved to Las Vegas Lights for an undisclosed transfer soon. The transfer window in the USL Championship is open, so we didn't get to see Tristan on the field. He didn't make any appearances for us, but wish him the best of luck. I know he was on the bench for the last couple games, so best of luck, Tristan, in Las Vegas. Let's see. We signed defender Joe Sangwa to a 25-day contract. He made his first appearance this last Saturday against El Paso. He's a defender. And then, we signed a goalkeeper to replace Tristan Henry in Noah Adnan.
Yep.
So, I mean, he was an academy kid. So I think it's an academy contract. But he will slot in as that third goalkeeper. So, Noah Adams. Yes, Noah Adams. So, welcome to FC Tulsa, Noah Adams, and Joe Sangwa. Man, I know we have zoomed through this because it's kind of late and it's hot outside, and Mario's got to get up like at 4 a.m. to go tossing tires around. Okay, very.
Real quick, I got to talk about something real quick. Before the match happened, we 918 Brigade got to take over the tailgate festivities, and we had our 918 tailgate takeover, and it was a good time. I know, David, you weren't able to go. You were doing daddy duties, excuse me. But we had a good time. We had our yellow card, red card drink. A lot of people came. We had Carlos cooking some good food and good events. But I do want to let everybody know September 9th, 2026. It's still a ways, but that's the next tailgate takeover that we will be doing. Circle that date. Do not miss. We're going to be having so much fun. We'll talk more about it in the near future.
All right. Local news. We'll spring into some local news real quick. Tulsa Athletic took on Oklahoma United in Edmond this last weekend for the championship in their League for Cups division. They fell 1-0 to Oklahoma United. So Oklahoma United advances in the League for Cups. Or League for Clubs, not League for Cups, League for Clubs. Other than that, I don't have any other. Did you ever have an update on the Bartlesville Buffaloes game, the UPSL game?
No, I was hoping that we can have Gage on here tonight so we can talk about it, but maybe next time we will. We'll find out. I actually forgot all about that match.
Let's see. Just a second. I'm trying to see if I can find anything on there. Let's go and move. I'm still looking. We can go and do some hot takes real quick if you want.
Oh yeah, definitely will. You want to go first?
All right. So I'll go first. My first one. Then I'll let you go. Then I might come back with another one. So with Danny Rojas, Cristo Fernandez coming into the league, is he the biggest signing for the league for the USL Championship since Didier Drogba?
To be honest, no. I mean, now wise, yes, but I mean, we had so many players. I'm forgetting the name of that Mexican player that played for. I want to say he played for RGB for a little bit. I'm blanking his name right now, but Danny Rojas is good. I just think it's more publicity stunt compared to Didier Drogba. We actually had a player that went to Tulsa and actually played and did something compared to the no-show, because we were ready to give him a couple words for ourselves. But me personally, I don't think so.
So I disagree. I think I just saw him in a Charlie commercial, in the middle of the FC Tulsa game. I mean, if El Paso and the USL Championship do this just right, I think name me another player that has generated the media buzz that Cristo Fernandez has. He's been on ESPN. It's been all major soccer publications that he signed. I mean, anytime Ted Lasso stars pursuing his dream, it honestly is it, and I don't want to hurt your feelings. I know he's a Chelsea man. He might be bigger signing than
No, that's blasphemy over here. We had people filling out the stadium because of Drogba. Mr. Soccer is Life didn't even have the guts to come to Tulsa and show up and show off. I give him more to Didier Drogba. He scored a golazo against us. I actually had to watch it.
He did.
Last week.
He did. He did.
He actually showed up, played at a baseball stadium, and played.
To Cristo Fernandez's credit, he plays in the baseball stadium too. So
yeah, but but yeah,
I don't know if the USL Championship and El Paso do this just right, especially with the new season of Ted Lasso coming. It could be big things for the club.
It could.
For the league. It could, where he brings a different fan base to the thing, to the league. Diehards knew who Didier Drogba was. Diehards did. Didier played for Chelsea in the Premier League at a time where the Premier League wasn't as big as it is. You got to admit, right now, Premier League is, if you talk to anybody in the United States that likes soccer, they have a favorite Premier League team. They don't necessarily have a favorite Bundesliga team or La Liga team. They probably only know of 2 La Liga teams, maybe 3 with Atletico. But people know a lot. If they're soccer fans, they know a lot of Premier League teams. Now, I don't know if that was the same way when Didier played in the Premier League. But a lot of people watched Ted Lasso. A lot of people fell in love with Cristo Fernandez. A lot of people fell in love with Danny. Name me another. Everybody knows football is life. Danny Rojas could be a bigger deal than Didier Drogba in the USL Championship, in my opinion.
Blasphemy. But we'll let you have that one.
Okay, go ahead with yours.
Man, I think I ruined it earlier by saying all my stuff about Oklahoma City, but
Hey-o.
Yeah, but I gotta ask you, man, this when are we gonna hear? Like, I had the big buzz in the beginning of the season. I was like really hoping that this midway season we would hear more stuff about Premier League, for the USL Premier League, and there's nothing. There's a guy from England that is going to oversee this league that's coming up. I haven't heard nothing from him. I haven't heard nothing from the owners. Nothing. Last thing I've heard from, and I'm not talking about Crafts. I'm talking about the USL archives and all those guys. Um, I want to hear some news. I want to hear buzz. We had the World Cup happen. USL, all the the big promotion now is soccer is here, and I'm like, yes, soccer is here, but what's the next step? What's the next level? Like, what are we gonna wait till like next year, next season? I'm just trying to find the big buzz about it, and that's why I'm disappointed. I was hoping to hear some more news. Yes, we have teams that are going to be having bigger stadiums, and a little jealous about that. I also wanted the Crafts to give us some crumbs, some news, so we can kind of like jump for it. We want more fans to come. You need to entice them. You need to give them a reason why they should come out here. A win,
Okay.
but a stadium.
No, look, I don't go with the stadium.
Yeah, for me, building. I hate to be cheesy and say this old line, but if you build it, they will come. And I have a feeling if you do build it, they will come. No, we're not going to be Birmingham. No, we're not going to be Miami. We have fans here. We showed in the championship last year that we can have at least 9,000 fans out here. But we need to have the reason. I'm with my number one.
I'm okay with them not announcing anything about Pro Rel USL Premier League because we're not ready for it. The league, I'm sorry. They try to rush it for the World Cup to generate buzz. The league is not ready for it. They have to stabilize every team in the league right now. I'm being honest. They have to stabilize the financial side of every team, so we do not lose any team in the offseason. You can't have Pro Rel. You can't have your Premier League if. Sorry, I'm El Paso, and I'm going to fold because I'm just throwing a name. Let's say Brooklyn FC or SC Sporting Jacksonville, the two brand new teams that they can't afford to play ball next year. It needs to, I think we have to have sustained couple of years where there's no clubs folding, no clubs self-relegating, no clubs going on hiatus before we ever start dreaming of that. Because you know what pisses me off? North Carolina FC.
Yeah.
We're going to on hiatus, but we're going to put our application in to be a Premier League in the USL Championship. No. Buzz off, fold, sell. If you don't want to field a team right now to be in this league because whatever, go away. I'm sorry. You're part of the problem. This league needs stability. It needs teams to play every year. And you need the foundation to push that forward. I mean, Tormenta's on hiatus because whatever their problem is, Tucson self-relegated. Northern Colorado went to NISA, I think. They're in NISA or League for Clubs now. Central Valley Fuego did the same. Memphis 901 folds. RGB folds. OKC goes on hiatus for 6 years.
7.
It's gonna be 7. So I mean, I just think the league before they go to these thoughts of grandeur, and trust me, I want Pro Rel as much as you do. I think it's awesome. I think it makes every position on the table meaningful. if you're saying, all right, 8 teams make the playoffs, 2 teams gets relegated, it makes that playoff line mean something. Because do you want to get relegated? You get it. And that might be a problem with the casual bellwether American soccer fans. They don't understand pro rel. They don't understand that, oh crap, we're not going to be playing against, we're not going to be in the big league anymore. We don't understand that because we've never had pro rel in the States, not in any major sport. So we don't understand that it's do or die, and our community thrives and supports the team. And, even if we are 6-12, we're still packing the stadium. Where I don't know if American culture understands that.
Oh, it's win, lose, or draw. It's your team till you'll die, and I know that. Trust me, but unfortunately, I've seen this, and I try to negate it from my mind. But American fans want to see a winning product, no matter what. And winning products, it's great. I want to see my team win it all the time. But I got to be honest with myself. But we're not a millionaire company, millionaire soccer team that has the number one players. We're not Chelsea. We're not Manchester United. We don't have hundreds of years of history. We have, to be honest, 9 or 10 or not 11. Like
it's our 11th year in the league.
11th year.
Yeah.
And it's just.
And we would have been relegated a couple of those years. Just don't throw that at.
Yeah, we probably be where the Athletics are playing right now, to be honest. But we probably would thrive in that league. But that's a different story for another day. But it's just, I want to see more fans get educated, more fans be supporting this team, not just for the winning, but for their city. And yeah, that's enough of a rant for me for today. I think I already spoiled it for the Oklahoma City stuff. And yeah.
All right. Well, let's do your favorite part of the night. The cue the Alan Doyle.
Awesome, we'll do. Well, thank y'all for watching. For anybody that's already spoke out to us, conversated with us, communicated with us, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And again, thanks to everybody that was a part of the tailgate on this past weekend. It was a great time. I enjoyed it. I met a couple of new people. Do me a favor, follow us on Facebook, Twitter. Yes, please go and support FC Tulsa. It's our club, our team. That's the one that we have and the one we love. Do me a favor, check us out on Facebook, on 918 Brigade, on Instagram. Also, Instagram, we have the Outsiders, 918 Outsiders podcast. We have it on Twitter as well. If you have any questions, comments, if you have suggestions, please do me a favor. Send it to us. We love it. Any feedback, any positive feedback is great. What we want to do is pack out Section 115. We want to see more fans out there, more supporters. We want to show this club and the players that we love this team and we want to support them here or there. Also, check out some news that we're going to be going out to Albuquerque August 15th. Some of us have an Airbnb. We're going to be out there supporting the team. We're going to try to make this a tradition. Possibly 918 Brigade jersey coming out soon. Hint, hint. More news to come on that. We still have plenty of scarves for sale. The benefit, all the money comes to all our tailgates, our trips to any away matches, and stuff like that. But David, thank you so much for taking some time. And finally, we were able to get on the podcast. Goddamn flies are bugging the hell out of me tonight. Other than that, this is my favorite part. Vamos Tulsa.
Vamos Tulsa.
And I don't even got a chrome I caught the Glock, mama oldest acting like he grown. Now peep the logic. I got a heap of problems. A mathematician, you see, I gotta keep it honest. I'm past offensive. From my childhood, I force you to forfeit. Turn snitch or crossover, source work for corporate. The hardship is not marked for fake artists barking. The artsy astrologist, a start to your rocket ship. Soon as I change styles, the moment that y'all pocket it. In prophets' eyes, prophesize giant size dollar clips for blessings. There ain't no way contested for us outsiders charging 20 G's a session.
Forward and I can't go back. Lessons that I went through, put some questions on my mental. Forward and I can't go back. The stress that I've been through, I left that in the rear view. Forward and I can't go back. Lessons that I went through, put some questions on my mental. Forward and I can't go back. The stress that I've been through, I left that in the rear view.
Outsiders in the casa. Outsiders in the casa.